So what is probably going to be the biggest event in MMA history was announced this weekend. Khabib will fight Conor on October the 6th. Now, even if you are not an MMA fan like I am, and you don't know who these gentlemen are, you can definitely take something from the very different strategies they approach, not just inside the cage, but outside, and how you can use those lessons that I'll share in this video to really create success in your own lives. So if we look at Khabib, he's much more quiet, reserved. He's up until the last couple of fights, you never really see him get very vocal about anything. Conor, on the flip side of that, very vocal, like very loud, very flamboyant. And Conor has two great weapons, his left hand, but also the way he uses his mouth, his brain, right? He beats most of his opponents before he even gets in the cage. Whereas with Khabib, that kind of quiet, unnerving confidence can be just as frightening to his opponents. So very different inside and outside of the cage. But there are two things that unite them together, which has allowed such different people to get to the very top. Number one is results. See, it doesn't matter how well you market yourself, how well you talk a good game, time promotes or exposes everyone. In anything in life, you can maybe talk your way into one, possibly two opportunities, but the proof is going to be in the pudding. And if you're not mastering your craft, if you're not really taking time to invest time and finances in the skills that are required to reach that goal that you've got, then nothing is really going to be able to bridge that gap of the fact that you just can't perform as you need to. And both of those perform as they need to when it's required of them. And then the second thing is they found a game plan that works for them. Okay, they're not trying to be something that they're not. When I first got into business, I used to think, and maybe you do too, you look at someone like Conor and think that's more of the kind of person you should have to be. Loud, flamboyant, charismatic. I'm none of those things. So I used to look and think, well, can I even get any level of success? And the truth is, when we see someone like Khabib, it should give you confidence and reassurance that very different personalities, regardless of where you are on that scale, if you can focus on those results and find what works for you and master that, you can absolutely recreate the very best results of anybody else out there. So don't sell yourself so short thinking you need to be someone or something that you're not. Just get better at being the best version of you. It's something I've learned over many, many years. So if you look at their game plans, Conor will get in there, you can mark my words, and do as much defending of the takedowns as he can to keep the fight on the feet and try and knock Khabib out with his left hand. Khabib is going to do just enough stand-up to kind of not get caught by the left hand and get Conor on his ground, on his back, and grind his fitness out of him, grind the will out of him, and kind of smother the fight that way. Both of these gentlemen understand, and you should too, that in life, the winner is the one that forces the opponent to react to their game plan, to react to their action. Are you reactive or active in your life right now? Are you constantly facing challenges and problems and always kind of spinning plates before they all come crashing down? Do you have some kind of clear strategy that works for you, your time schedule, your requirements, your personality, your strengths and weaknesses? Are you focusing your time in the places that it needs to be to bring up those weaknesses and move as much as you can towards playing to the strengths that you've got? I'm a quiet guy. I'm not like a supermodel, anything like that. There's no way I could pull off Conor kind of tactics. But I've taken so many years to master my craft, and my results speak for themselves, and they speak way louder than I could. It just wouldn't suit me, that kind of personality. So that is open to all of us. We have the same 24 hours in a day. You can go out there and invest in books, videos, strategies, even the one you're watching right now, and just learn a little bit more each and every day until you reach that level of requirement to get the results that we both know you're capable of. Perhaps you haven't really given it your all just yet. So I wanted to kind of give this interesting slant on this fight announcement as an MMA fan and an entrepreneur. These are two passions that I think link together really, really well. I hope you've taken something from this video, something useful, some sentence, something to just make you think a little bit more outside the box. Hope you found it interesting. If you're interested in being the best version of yourself that you can be, especially if you're a business owner, you'll find a lot of value in my channel. Feel free to subscribe if that sounds like something you'd be interested in. So I'm going to catch you on another video really soon. As I always say, go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires than excuses, and I will catch up with you soon. How long is it going to feel to the 6th of October, right? My word, it's like counting the days till Christmas when you're a kid, but I'm sure it will be worth it. I'll speak to you guys and girls soon. Bye for now.